What is a power plant? A power plant, also known as a power station or power generating station, is an industrial facility used to generate and distribute electricity on a large scale. Types of power plants. 1. Thermal power plants, fossil fuel power plant, nuclear power plant, solar thermal power plant. 2. Renewable power plants, hydroelectric facilities, wind turbines, solar panels. Thermal power plant. Most thermal power plants use fuel to heat up water from a reservoir, which generates steam usually at a high pressure. The highly pressurized steam then travels through pipes to rotate the fan-like blades of a turbine. As the turbine begins to spin, it causes giant wire coils inside the generator to turn. This creates relative continuous motion between a coil of wire and a magnet, which pushes electrons and starts the flow of electricity. Thermal power plant classified as fossil fuel power plant, nuclear power plant, solar thermal power plant, fossil fuel power plant. Fossil fuel power plants burn their fuel in order to create the thermal energy to run their external heat engines. A simple cycle gas plant does not use steam like the others. It works similar to a jet engine where natural gas is ignited and burned and the heat creates pressure that turns the turbine. Combined cycle gas plants use both the heat and steam as well. Types of fossil fuel plants include coal-fired power plants and natural gas power plants. Nuclear power plant. Nuclear power plants use fission processes to generate electricity. In these plants, uranium nuclei are split, which creates the thermal energy needed to create steam. It then works just like fossil fuel power plants, where the steam spins a turbine, generating electricity. The power plants require the use of nuclear reactors to carry out these fission processes. Some types of reactors include pressurized water reactors, Kender reactors, Ohm reactors, and boiling water reactors. Solar thermal power plants. Solar thermal power plants use heat from the sun's rays to create the steam that is needed to rotate the turbine. Thermal power plants are all limited by the second law of thermodynamics, which means they cannot transform all of their heat energy into electricity. This limits their efficiencies. Renewable power plant. Renewable energy power plants get their energy directly from their respective flows in order to generate electricity. These primary energy sources replenish themselves eventually, but are limited in the amount of energy that is available at any given time or place. Therefore, they are often intermittent and non-dispatchable. Hydroelectric facilities. Hydroelectric facilities use energy from falling water in rivers and reservoirs to spin a generator and create electricity. This energy source tends to be more reliable, dispatchable than other renewable resources, especially when the facility runs off of a reservoir. Wind turbines. Wind turbines get their energy from wind, which upon contact slows down and transfers kinetic energy to the turbine. A drag causes the turbine to spin, and the maximum efficiency of turbines is given by the Betz limit. Solar panels. Solar panels use photovoltaic cells in order to create electricity. The incoming photons from the sun hit atoms inside the panel's semiconductors, which causes electrons to flow. Solar energy is intermittent, but combined with energy storage technology, their power can be much more reliable.